so there's no trace left behind. Yes, ma'am, you've been abducted by an alien on the lam. I don't know for sure if you're a ma'am. To be honest, things on Earth have gotten so tipsy-topsy-turvy-swervy lately, I couldn't really care less. But it rhymed, you see. Other aliens don't have any respect for the human language and your art of rhyme. I learned your language. They're all using magical universal translators. I couldn't be bothered. Not when the human language is just as fascinating as it's people. It's people just like you. I mean, look at you. You're so fragile. Can I squish and stretch your face a little bit? Just a little bit. Can I squish it and stretch it and massage it? It will drain your lymphatic system. Yes. Let's see. Oh, the texture of your face beneath your skin. Quite curious. No two humans are exactly the same, and that's one thing that I like about them. You see, they're all just a little bit different from one another because of genetic diversity. How lovely. We aliens, 'tis not so. I mean, some aliens for surely, but many aliens, those of mine race, well, we're kind of made in batches. Not very much genetic distinction, but we do have personalities. And my personality is one of pure knowledge seeking. Oh, what a funny human. Let me just roll this over on this side. And I can see with my laser eyes your lymphatic system draining. Draining down. Very good. Now you've lost so much water weight. You look just like a raisin. Everything happens for a reason. Now, close your eyes. Close. Close. Open. It's best to follow my instructions, otherwise you might become a casualty. Close. Close. Huh. Open. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. Usually that activates the nervous system of humans. You see, when I take this stapler device, and I do like this. I'm studying currently the Pavlovian psychological response inside humans to household items when they approach human faces. You seem inoculated somehow. Have you been watching those videos? Those ones that take common household items and put them very close to your faces? Oh, what are those called? ASMR? No wonder you've been abducted by aliens. It made you get into ASMR content, didn't you? After your first abduction, you were like... It happens to so many of my subjects. Completely rewires their Pavlovian instincts. You see a human that didn't watch ASMR, they would flinch. But you enjoy. You delight. You delight in this. Curious. Still worth studying. Needs further research. What if I were to put it on your neck? Oh, you flinched a bit there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna store that in my brain chip. That had nothing to do with me storing it in my brain chip. That's just a tick I have. Now, keep your eyes wide open, and I'm going to shine a very bright light in them. It's going to be a bit painful, okay? I'm just scanning the very inside of your eyes, so I just need you to keep your eye very wide open. And that might make you a bit tired, a bit sleepy. You can focus on my hand over here, but just keep your eyes wide open. Good. I'm just going to focus the light over here on this side. Good. Now focus on this hand. You can just keep focusing on this hand. This hand. Focus on the sounds that it's making. Focus on the sounds that it's making. I have an excellent idea. What if I did this? Focus on the stapler. Focus on the stapler. Is that ASMR? If only the Alien Triple Alliance cared at all about my independent research, this would be a groundbreaking finding. But I bet that pink biatch is probably doing similar studies as we speak, and she's going to take credit for it. We were of the same batch. We have similar inclinations, so to speak, but we've had quite different life experiences, and thus we turned out very different. We're nothing alike. It does, of course, make sense that you have been abducted by her before, because her mark is easiest for me to find whenever she leaves an indelible mark on the human soul. Probably because it's pretty similar to my mark. Pretty hard to tell them apart. But she works within the system, you see? She works within the system. She's a simp for the system, one might say. I wouldn't say. I would never say that, but some might say that. I don't remember what I was saying. Something about this system. Now, can you put your arm out for me? Just put your arm out for me. Very good. See what I'm doing right now? I'm linking us forever by putting my hand in your hand. I'm draining your lymphs into my lymphs, and my lymphs into your lymphs. And this way, we will share water for the rest of our lives. Tiny little microorganisms shared between I and ye. You. Human language changes so quickly. Your hand is shaking. Are you scared? I just want to know. It's fine if you are scared. That would be very interesting to me. So you're not going to offend me if you say that you're very scared right now. I just want to know if that's why you're shaking, or is it because you're cold? It's only a little bit below freezing in here, so you shouldn't be that cold. It's not human death temperatures. Are you a bit cold? I can get you a blanket. Let's see. Blanket? your arms up. I'll wrap this around you just like a towel, sort of, the way that humans wrap towels, because see, I want your arms free so I can continue draining your lymphs into mine. So let's just wrap this blanket around you like a towel and make sure that you are nice and about 10 degrees warmer in there. And you will get warmer, I am sure, as this session progresses, as you relax, as it starts to kick in. Oh, what? Oh, nothing. You'll see. You'll see, won't you? Now, give me your arm again. Very good. Tell me, have you ever written a scientific report before? Isn't it just invigorating? Even whenever no one reads it. I love writing in English. I love writing in the language of English. It's such a funny human tongue. I love speaking in passive voice. That's why I like to write scientific reports. Oh, this happened. Who knows who did it? It wasn't me. It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone. The lymph rolling massage tool was applied to the patient's arm. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Who knows who wrote this science? It could have been someone within the system or someone without a system to call their own. It could have been, yes ma'am, an alien on the lam, or it could have been a system simp. That's why I like to write scientific reports in the English language, because I could be anyone. I could be just about anyone. Do you ever feel like you could be just about anyone? I'm just wondering, for my psychological studies, do you feel like you could be just about anyone, or do you feel locked? Do you feel like a fallen angel caged into the body of a human, forever limited by the material realm? How could you get to heaven when you're so limited by the sins of the flesh? Is that how you feel? Or do you feel like there's a divine spark in you? That you control the body? The body is on your side. You are one unit, entwined, predestined towards heaven. Which one? Oh. Interesting, very interesting. Well, I'll just wait until it kicks in, then we'll see what you think again. We sure will. Important question. Do you like carrots? Or are you more of an apple person? I prefer carrots, personally. I am a carrot person. I do hope that you are a carrot person. My carrots are quite special. Let me tell you something. It is because my carrots are babies. And one of them has now fallen. My carrots are very small little baby carrots, and that makes them quite special because they are very small. And very easy to eat, even for small, tired, sleepy mouths. Even for mouths that are beginning to tire from the world. Even for eyes that are heavy. I'm sure you can still bite on a carrot, can't you? You might be getting a little bit sleepy now. It might be starting to kick in. It might just be. But I think that you can still. That's all you have to do. Just like that. Very good. Just continue crunching that carrot. Just continue crunching that carrot. Maybe now you can eat this carrot. Maybe now you can eat this carrot. Try to track it with your eyes. Try to track it with your eyes. Don't pay attention to the carrot in this hand, even though it looks equally delicious. The carrot in this hand, even though it looks equally delicious. I want you to look at this carrot. Oh my god. Even though it looks equally delicious, the carrot in this hand, I want you to look at the carrot in this hand as it begins to move closer and closer and closer and closer. There. It is eaten. And soon it will take effect, won't it? Soon it will take effect, and your eyes will continue to feel sleepier and heavier. Sleepier and heavier, yes, ma'am. Quite. And as your eyes begin to droop, you can let your shoulders relax, and your neck relax. And I want you to know that this is a dream, and that when people tell you back on Earth that you are crazy for having such crazy dreams, you should believe them. You are just dreaming here while these visions appeared. None of this really happened, and if it did happen, it wouldn't be real science, apparently. It wouldn't even be real science, so why bother remembering it? That's all that matters to you, okay? Just silly little dream experiments, and perhaps it will make you want to watch more ASMR when you awake. Carrot scratching ASMR. Perhaps it might make you want to watch more ASMR when you awake, but that is not yet. That is not now. Now it is time to check on all of my other 237 human abductees. So I'm just going to drop some of these carrots on the ground for you. When you wake up, they will be right there waiting. And in case you get bored during the next 46 hours approximately, I want you to know that I have a little game for you here. I have a little game for you. I'm not quite as well funded as the aliens inside the system, so I have no ice sculptures for you to sculpt, nor instruments for you to play, but I do have this enrichment. Toy for you, and this should keep you occupied for at least 43 of your 46 remaining hours on this trip. Just so you know, there's some secret snacks in here. Just so you know, there's a couple secret snacks inside of this enrichment. I don't want to spoil the surprise for you, but there's some carrots, and sometimes there's even some extra secret carrots underneath. But you'll have to move it around. You see, it's like a puzzle. So this will be your enrichment, this little silly little carrot puzzle. I sure do hope that you manage to solve it with those clumsy fingers of yours. Clumsy human fingers. So clumsy human fingers, especially once it's taken effect. But until then, I must tend to my other humans. They need to get at least 20 minutes each. That is always the goal, 20 minutes of psychological study, and then some writing sessions in passive voice. That way no one knows who I am. Hopefully the secret publications will not contain the mark of my soul, and it will be mistaken for my batchmates. The pink one. Oh, the pink one with her little pigtails. Who does she think she is, wearing pigtails every day? Who does she think she is? You look very sleepy. You look very sleepy. You look very tired, exhausted. So rest. Maybe you can sleep for over 24 hours once it's taken effect. And wouldn't that be nice for you and your brain to recharge, restructure, reformulate? Who knows what will happen during these next 24 hours while you rest and sleep, while you close those heavy lids and digest those special carrots. Something interesting is bound to occur. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. under the care of an alien on the lam. So be quiet and remember, this is just a dream. Another abduction dream. In the pile of abduction dreams that you submit to psychologist after psychologist, no one ever really being able to understand. Because they don't have dreams like you. Because you have an indelible mark on your soul. And that's okay. Just sleep and dream and forget, 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 forget.
Thank you so much for coming into our little studio. You look just like we dreamt. Could you give us a little spin? Perfect!
Have you seen any of our prior work?
Any of our previous installations?
No.
That's okay.
We specialize in mixed media sculpture. You might have seen some of our work around campus.
On the west lawn, the macaroni sculpture.
Sometimes people step on it, but it's very crunchy, so I can't blame them.
Our last project was about centering space in the geometry of life, and for this particular project, we want to center humanity in the geometry of death.
I think that you're going to be perfect for our next installment.
You look so alive.
Yeah, it'll be like a
Juxtaposition.
I told you that the Seeking Muse flyers would work.
I didn't think we were going to get any responses, but look at you. You do look alive.
I'm very sorry that we don't have very much to compensate you with for your modeling here today, but you will be immortalized on the South Campus lawn.
Forever. Until it rains.
Yeah.
Oh. Your ears. They're perfectly symmetrical.
Almost too symmetrical.
How'd you do that?
When you listen to the rain, is it the same volume on both sides?
It's making me suspicious.
No one's ears are that
even.
Are you secretly an antique doll?
Are you filled with sawdust?
Covered in wax?
No, their skin is too squishy to be wax.
Oh, unless it's that perfect temperature.
Yeah. The moldable temperature. Is it warm in here for you? Oh, good. We have found that we tend to work best when the elements are at our heels. It tends to inspire the most aggressive work.
You have the aura of someone who's been caught in the rain but didn't really mind.
That's an excellent quality for a model. Let's see, can I just take a look over here? Yes, you do look like your soul is quite absorbent. You'd make a luminous puddle. You are blue, obviously. No, wait. Periwinkle. A puddle with secrets. Would you say you contain secrets, or are you merely reflecting them?
You have to be honest for these questions.
You must, or else the work will be missing the required authenticity.
Exactly. I see it now, your essence. It looks like a forest fire after the fire, but before the regrowth.
That's very specific.
Yes, it's a very special moment for the forest.
We'll need to use mud.
Or clay.
I'll see what we have.
Let's see. Would you say that you are more hollow or dense? Do you feel like you're empty inside, always hoping to be part of a story but never quite finding the starting point? Or do you feel like you're full to the brim with stories, worried about how to fit more life inside of your body?
Be honest.
Or maybe they're fractured,
They look a bit fractured.
disconnected,
Like 1,000 people rolled up into one.
yearning to distance yourself from various pasts, various sins.
This is very important for the shading.
Yes.
Close your eyes for us. We'll need to capture that.
Now hold very still, okay?
Let's see, I need to take a look at which colors most reflect your essence. Maybe the pink or maybe the peach. Flamingo.
You need to see how the light bounces up all angles.
Every single angle.
From your head, your shoulders, your chest.
They do have a remarkable amount of angles.
Oh, I found the perfect mud.
Oh, really?
It's right at their feet.
Oh my gosh, of course it
They were
is.
stepping on it.
It was right underneath our noses.
Were you stepping on one of her sculptures?
Oh, that is what that is, isn't it? They completely squished it.
You squished the head.
Oh, I think it's beautifully repurposed.
I think it's meant to be.
Your footprints really tell a story.
They've enhanced our art tenfold.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a worm down there too.
A worm?
A worm.
Oh, it's so cute.
I wonder if it knows anything about you that we don't.
I'm sure it must.
Listen. Worms have 5 hearts, which means that they can be married to 5 different worms at once.
It's very informative.
This one only has 3 husbands.
Hmm.
Do you have any husbands? Just curious.
Maybe someday.
I'll put the worm back.
It can be very informative to the creative process.
Speaking of husbands, do you have an emergency contact?
Can you give us a phone number of who we should call? Just in case something happens. Like, in case you get stuck.
Oh, wait.
Stop, don't move.
Right there.
It's perfect.
Stay still.
The way your shadow falls. It's perfect. Let me jot that down.
Your shadow it's almost too obedient. It follows you too well. That's highly unusual. Have you perhaps signed an agreement with it? A contract?
You must tell us if you have.
It's only fair. We've been looking for a shadow notary, but they're so hard to find.
So hard. Since the contract, how has your shadow felt to you? When you move one hand over the other and your shadow glides over your own skin, does it feel magnetic?
I think your shadow looks very happy with the deal struck. We'll need to incorporate that somehow.
Yeah, make sure the sculpture is somewhere the sun hits.
So the shadow can dance around happily all throughout the day.
All day long.
There's something about you. You have the energy of a library that's been left unlocked at night. Forbidden knowledge, a slight draft, the faint scent of old paper plotting something. Would you say that you protect stories, or are you haunted by them?
That changes everything.
Haunted, protect. Oh. The way that air bends around you when you contemplate.
I noticed that.
The distinct aura of someone who once held a very important key but has since forgotten what it unlocked. Tragically beautiful.
Tragically beautiful.
I'll need to capture it.
We'll have to make sure we capture that. We'll need something old, rusty, sharp.
Do you have a tetanus shot?
Good.
Very sit still like that. It's a little bit unsettling.
Quite creepy.
Like a wind-up toy that's waiting for someone to restart them.
Or do you prefer the stillness?
Answer truthfully.
It's critical for the composition.
Oh, perhaps it would be less unsettling if you had something to hold on to, like this candle. Can you just hold this candle up like you're trying to cast light on an unfamiliar darkness? No, that doesn't look right. How about try holding it forward like you're walking through a cave?
Yeah. Like you're praying.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that.
When you hold it in both hands
Right
to your
up close
chest.
to your chest. I can already picture the shadows.
How they dance across your face from below. Gorgeous. A revelation.
Yes. You are giving the exact impression of a candle that was blown out too soon.
Poof. The warmth still lingers on the wax, but the light is gone.
That's very poetic.
I assume it was intentional.
Must be.
Maybe the candle should be left unlit then.
Oh, absolutely.
A symbol of something unrequited,
Unfinished. Do you feel young?
in your heart of hearts, in your soul of souls. Do you feel young or do you feel weary?
They look quite weary.
Here, we'll take that candle.
Okay, let's see.
Your hands were betraying you. They hold the memory of 1,000 small tasks. Buttoning coats, tying ribbons, pressing doorbells that were never answered. If I were to sketch you, do you think we should draw their hands first or save them for last? Think carefully.
Carefully.
Think about thinking.
Carefully. Think about us thinking about you thinking carefully. 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 Hands first or last. Hush.
Do you hear that?
No, not with your ears.
With your bones.
It's a humming, like
Something faint.
yet persistent.
Train whistle. Chewing.
It's maybe always been there.
Have you always had that?
Did you inherit it?
Be honest.
Be honest.
Interesting.
We need more texture.
Oh yes, their presence demands it.
Something soft. Something sharp. Something impossible to hold for too long. Moss could be just the thing.
Moss plastered around. Perhaps the way that moss grows on trees and on the forest floor. Yes, that would look perfect. The way the light catches your hair,
Oh, yes. The
It's-
light just dancing around the edges like fire.
like a field of wheat before sunset.
Or like a gold leaf pressed onto a page.
Yes, like a glimmer of sunlight on water when you tilt your head just so.
Do you do that on purpose?
I think it's a natural talent
It
of
seems
theirs.
to come naturally.
Okay, I think I figured out
Your color palette. You are a rainbow with a unexpectedly earthy blend. Just enough to surprise, but never enough to overwhelm.
there's one smidge of neon in there. Just a pop.
What color is your neon? Choose carefully. This will be included in the sculpture. I can see that.
You know these hands of yours? They look like they were meant for something delicate and precise. Sculpture, perhaps, arranging flowers onto cakes. No? Then what do they do? They must be creating something beautiful.
They must be.
I see it now. Their posture, it's so elegant.
Oh, how did I not notice?
The elegance of a well-balanced composition.
There's a little movement.
Never too much.
It's like a figure in a Renaissance painting, caught mid-thought.
Are you thinking something brilliant right now?
Oh, they must be.
Please tell us.
Tell us immediately. Please tell us. What are you thinking?
Unless it would hurt our feelings.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah. I'm sure a brilliant mind like yours is thinking multiple things at once, though, right? So surely one of those thoughts is pleasant.
Certainly you could spare us one single thought.
Some kind thought in there. Something to quiet your banal disparaging of mediocre individuals like us. We're just artists after all.
Just simple folk.
I don't think I've ever been anyone's muse, have you?
No, definitely not.
You're something special, though.
You're quite lucky. Do you have any idea how inspirational you are? Your presence, your aura, it's striking.
It's such a treat to have you all to ourselves.
Thanks to you, our sculpture is going to be a marvel to behold.
You have that rare gesture sketch energy. Just enough motion, a suggestion of movement, but never messy. It's very impressive.
Let me just take a few measurements to make sure that all aspects of our work will be perfectly proportional to the reference.
Do you think that you live like a sketch? Spontaneous, fluid? Or are you more of a finished painting, structured, carefully placed? We need to know before we can properly frame you. The way they just tilted their head. That is pure character design.
There's a story in that to tell.
If we could capture it in just one detail, a hat, a ribbon.
A single dramatic earring.
What do you think it would be? Choose wisely. This is very serious business.
This is a crucial detail. It could make or break the integrity of the work.
Hold still.
Just like that.
That's perfect.
That's the depth of an oil painting.
The charm of a watercolor.
That's so rare.
Do you think your emotions blend like soft washes, or are they layered like thick strokes of impasto? We need to capture this moment immediately. Let's see here. Thick washes, layers of paint. Do you think that you feel more yourself when you're active? Or maybe when you're still? When you disappear into the activity of life, the hustle and bustle of the world, just one organism among a billion? Or do you find yourself in the simple silence, uninterrupted by society, reduced to mere humanity? Do you think that you're defined by your interactions or deluded by them?
Yes. I think we can express that.
I think we can too.
It will be marvelous. Moving yet unmoving.
Involved and isolated.
The shadows will dance. Light will be captured in every crevice. Certainly.
I don't think anyone will be able to pass this sculpture without taking a moment to appreciate it.
Really drink it in.
Oh, and when it rains. And our work evanesces into the night.
Like a too soon, unrequited candle.
Blown out too quickly.
The persistent geometry of death.
Yes. That will be a sight. So, seems a good time to ask you, how good are you at holding still, generally? It doesn't really matter, of course. There won't be too much room to move in there.
It will be quite snug.
We do have a prototype of our sculpture right here.
Over there in the living room.
If you'd like to climb in.
Hopefully you wouldn't terribly mind.
And you can just let us know how it goes in there.
How it feels.
Is it soft?
Should be quite comfortable. It is padded on the inside.
We'll get you out in a couple hours, okay?
Just go on in. You should feel right at home.
And we'll see you very soon.
So, let me get this straight. You were out in the mountains, packing up camp, when you noticed an odd-looking rock in the nook of a tree. And just a little ways off was what looked like a crumbling little tower made of stone. You put two and two together, made five, and being the upstanding trainer that you are, fixed the stone back in place where you thought it should go. And that's what I got you, right? And it's been following you ever since. All the way here to the heart of the Johto region. Oh, you poor kid. Well, I suppose it's like old Mr. Fuji says. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Still, it's good of you to have come here. In Aquatique, we have revered Pokemon for hundreds of years. Both the exalted and the more maligned. And not to worry, I've been training here all of my life, and I've seen plenty cases just like yours. There's certainly something we can do for you right here, right now. In fact, I'll be grateful if the practice. It'll really help in my secret training. Now, the one thing to keep in mind about ghost types is they fall into two distinct categories. You have the ghost-like, and you have the genuine spirits of the departed, be they Pokemon, be they human. The ghost-like are mimics at heart. They take on the qualities that you would associate with ghosts. Gaseous, wispy, controlling various elements, throwing things around, possessing objects, etc. On the other hand, we have spirits that are unable to move on, that are incapable of passing over freely into the afterlife. And that's what I believe we have with you. See, I believe you are carting around what's called a spiritum, said in legends to contain 108 souls, or hungry ghosts. And because of their restless nature, it leads to a somewhat aggressive nature in this conglomerate being that's following you around. Now, with these departed spirits, it's important to keep in mind the gravity of the situation. it's important to respect them no matter what they may do in this present state. So I think what we'll do first, we'll get a little purification square going. How about that? Little purification square going first. Got a little incense, got a little candle. I'm gonna light this. Gonna set that to the side. And all we're going to do is dedicate a few little chants just to these spirits, just as a mark of respect, okay? You don't have to get involved, it's alright. Namo Arceus Butsu. Namo Arceus Butsu. Namo Arceus Butsu. Malamar Hariyama Shinjo Kanto Zaibu Satsu Gyojin Hanya Haramitaji Shoken Gohan Kaiku Doe Saiku Yaku Sharashi Shiki Fuiku Kufu Ishiki Shiki Sokuze Sokuze Shiki Shujo Muhen Segando Bono Mujin Segandan Homon Muryo Segangaku Butsudo Mojo Seganjo. Well, now that we're all purified and everything, I just want to assess the energy around you, okay? Because your aura is going to conflate with the miasma of the spiritum, and what we've got to do is pluck out the bits that are bonding it to you, okay? It's an easy practice if you know what to do. It just involves looking. Just involves looking. I've always been able to see things other people might not, and I can see it quite apparent in your aura. So what I want to do is just want to come in and just go, just gonna pluck, just gonna pluck, just gonna pluck carefully the bits and pieces of negative energy out of your aura. Don't worry, it's quite an easy practice. Don't worry about it, it's alright. Just sit back. Just sit back and rest. You've had a long way to get here. A very long way. Jasmine was in Sinnoh not that long ago. And she says the trip back was absolutely awful. The sea salt in the air can actually wreck your hair. I did not know that. You think as a former rock type trainer, I know she does steel now, but you'd think that she'd be used to salt. Just plucking away all that negative energy. And down here, just a little bit down here. You have become somewhat of its own little keystone, which means that it's only really working from the shoulders up, which is alright, and projecting its aura around you. completely bonded, so it's okay. We can just disconnect these little bits here and here and here and here and here and here. Good. So, may I see the object in question? Thanks. So this is what one looks like, is it? The odd keystone. I've seen one before. I believe it was at the Unova World Tournament, won by the champion Cynthia. She had drunkenly lobbed it through a window after the champion Diantha, but still haven't got to the bottom of that one. But well, this one is a little more manageable. It seems to have suffered a few little scrapes just on the way over here. Was it like that before? I see. Well, maybe it's quite a bit older then. These legends do go back quite a ways. 500 years, I believe it was, instead of this looks much older. This looks much, much older. You do realize you have a little pocket-sized mass grave here. Yes, it's always good to drive the humanity home. It is when we dehumanize the spirits encased within that they become the most dangerous. I think what we're going to do is just going to come in, we're just going to clean it up a little bit, alright? You want to use a fine brush. You don't want to direct a water gun to jet wash it. That'll just aggravate the spirits within. You don't want to put it on the offensive. You just want it nice and relaxed. You just want to come in and you just want to delicately brush. You just want to delicately see what I'm doing. Just delicately brush out the eyes. Brush out the eyes and down the fissure in the center. Gently, gently, gently should always be your policy when dealing with this kind of work. Gently, gently, gently. Just give me a little brush up here. No, I've never really had the opportunity to observe one in the wild before. Spiritomb tend to favor trainers of a more sociable nature. It really depends on the number of people you meet. They tend to feed off the life energy accrued from such meetings. It kind of rubs off on you. And when you met enough people, well, you're just brimming with it. And that is what the spiritomb target. As for me, well, it's been kind of a slow few years in the gym. Not that many people coming around in critique. There aren't so many young folks, it's just a lot of old bald men. There are the kimono girls, but lately they've gone to calling me dorky, except the green one. And there's the guy who always wears the frills, but he's always chasing the spirit of the north wind, so he never really sticks around for long. So it's kind of hard to get a social circle going in Necrotic. Just cleaning this up here. Cleaning this up here. Well, it'll never be beautiful. But I've always believed that beauty is something that you work toward, that's earned after intense training. Refinement of the self, that is the important thing. Refinement of the self. As for me, the beautiful thing that I hope to meet at the end of my training is a certain legendary Pokemon on top of a certain legendary tower. Rise in a rainbow. It only appears before strong trainers, so I'm going to make myself the strongest that there is. You can count on that. You can count on that. Good, nice and clean, nice and clean. Where have you been keeping this, by the way? I hope you've put in some nice, clean white linen and. You've what? In your grimy old backpack, just in the. Oh, I forgot. Okay, well, it's no wonder that it's been messing with your daily business. If you're gonna aggravate it like that, you just treat it gently. Just treat it gently. You see, you just gotta go around the contours of its features. This is not its prime vessel, you understand it. It's just a matter of convenience, but it still likes a little personal attention like anything living. It likes a little personal attention. Just trace the contours around. It doesn't matter if you're a little bit rough sometimes, but you just really got to just gently apply a little fine brush just to smooth things over. Okay? Okay, now don't laugh at my drawing, alright? This is more intention than artistic merit, but I'm going to give you a little spell tag. It's just a little spell tag, okay? There we go. A little rudimentary spell tag for you. I'm just gonna stick that, and you can just stick on the side of that backpack that you love so much. There you go. That will keep you safe. It will also enhance Spiritom's abilities. Now you might wonder why I want to do that. It's because I want to see it. I just want to see it. I have Hoot Hoot on this side and Gengar on this side. It's just to help me in this. So Hoot Hoot, you use your foresight, and Gengar, you use your hypnosis. Because I want to see the full body of this thing that's surrounding you, okay? Oh, wow. Yeah, Gengar. Hypnosis. Wow. Okay. Just want to do a little bit of an inspection. Is that okay? Just a little bit of an inspection. Just want to come around and just... It is really quite enveloping you, but what we're just going to do, because it is a gaseous body, we're just going to separate it away, okay? We're just going to separate it away. Just lightly brush the remnants off. We've already cut parts of it away, so it's okay. We just cut parts of it away. We're just going to smooth it over. Smooth it back and into the keystone where it belongs, just so all of its aura is fully off of you. Smoothing it away. Well, now that its energies have been separated from yours, you are free to catch this if you want. There's a allotted courtyard out the back where you can do it in respect to all 108 spirits contained in this thing. It's a nice little intimate autumnal setting. How does that sound? Great, I'll make the arrangements. And after this, I suppose you'll be going back on the open road, on with your journey. I envy you in a way. All that's left for me tonight is chasing Master Gakko out of the dance hall when he tries to touch up the kimono girls, but enough about my problems. You have enough hungry ghosts to deal with. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Till the next time. Well, if it it isn't our little hero of the hour. I take it by that vanishing bright light that you managed to soothe Cleavor's frenzy. Well, I never expected anything less of you. No, but look at you. You're covered in lacerations. This won't do it all. No. I understand that you're here to fill your repeat order of revives and potions and all sorts, but what kind of person, what kind of merchant would I be if I didn't just tend to these little wounds that you've got here? I say a little, quite considerable. Did you know that potions work just as well on humans as they do Pokemon? Fun fact. So let's take this here. Yeah. This is a new little invention we just ordered in. It's called a cottony pad, traveling down the Silken Road all the way from Unova just to treat these little wounds of yours. These are quite deep. I take it was a fierce battle, yeah. A fierce battle. Ouch. Well, luckily for you, it seems that the beast missed all the vital components. You're growing quite strong with your Pokemon if you're able to quell the might of a noble. Just get you all cleaned up. Well, cleaned up. It's not even a hyper or max potion that we use, just standard, which now comes in a spray. All these new inventions. Oh, what I could do if I could just walk into one of those space-time distortions and see what they were cooking up years, centuries, millennia from now. Oh, what a wonder it would be. What a wonder it would be. Coming down, can I have this arm? I see you've got a substantial laceration here. I just want to get that cleaned up for you, make sure no germs get into it. All nice and spick and span. Yes, I know you have your own medical corps in the Galaxy team, but nothing we can't handle here, right? We're friends after all, I like to think. And over here, this arm, please. Thank you. Get you just nice and cleaned up here. A little more of the potion. And we'll get you here as well. Now, some on your knee, yeah. Jeez, for someone who fell from the sky, you really are in a rush to get back there, back to the heavens, aren't you? And you still remember nothing of your time in the other world, no? Shame. And have you been putting that backstrike technique that I taught you to good use, yes? Well, good. I'm starting to think that maybe that's what you need, just a good backstrike to the back of the head, just to jog your memory. It's strange that you remember absolutely nothing of the other side of that howling void above the mountain there. Seems like the kind of thing that would make an impression on someone. But it's alright if you can't remember. Maybe it was quite shocking. Maybe it's best if you don't at this point in time. Maybe it's best if you don't. Just for now. In any case, you're all cleaned up now. You're all nice. Looking fresh. Why don't we get down to business? I believe you're here to refill your order, yes? Good. Just the usual. I'll put in those new potions that we've got. as do all the members of the Survey Corps. Of course, you are very cherished customers. Very cherished customers. I see, here you are. Here you are, brave little hero. So, what can I put you down for? Is there anything special? I have here a selection of hyper potions, revives, superfood roots, ultra balls. You started using them, have you? I suppose they do come in handy. Alright. Well, we'll see if we can source some of them. In the Johto region, they are, I hear, developing a whole different range of Pokeball. So we'll put you down for that, and that. I'll total this up as I go. Don't worry about cost. Don't worry about it just now. We can put that on your tab, which is slowly mounting. Good. And after all, what price can you put on scientific research? And while I've got you here, we have a special deal on for just these incredible little soiled apricorns. Loads of them this year. Quite wonderful. Would you like to try a sample of these little soiled apricorns? It's what we call a mass tier for these here in Hisui. Keep all the caterpie, all of the little bug types going, all of the little pachirisus well fed and generating electricity. It's been a very productive autumn here. So we have them on special just now. This is a free sample. You can go put that in your pack if you like. Tell your friends that weird other little kid that you hang around with. Now, I'll get to business here. You will be heading where next? I suppose Crimson Mirelands. You're going to need some Ursaring repellent. I think we'll put that down for you. And what else will I put you down for? Personal deodorant. Yes, it's also a new invention. So this little mix of essential oil, citrus, and whatnot, cedar. You'll find that you might come to need it. Oh no, it's not a personal reflection on you, only that you'll be meeting Ingo very shortly, I should think. And whatever world he dropped in from, you can be guaranteed that they have not invented bathing yet. So you'll need something to leave the musk. Okay, so it all comes to a grand total of 12,666. We don't have to worry about costs, as I say, between friends. That is, if you're willing to part with that very interesting implement there. You seem to have a lot on that plate that your frenzied noble friend handed to you. May I see it? May I just see it? Wow. There is text here. You're quite right. These plates are said to be parts of the deity that exists beyond the space-time rift, you see. They're very rare things trusted to our noble Pokemon guardians. They're very rare, but I'm not surprised that you were the one to pick this up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take this from you. You can have it back because I think it may serve some greater purpose in the times to come. What I will do, I have here a little bit of parchment, and some charcoal. And all I'm going to do is take a little bit of a rubbing, just a little see, Miss Cavita would, when I was a young lad, take me up there, and she would leave me just to my own devices for hours, sometimes days on end, among the graves of our ancestors. And all that there was to do was to take little rubbings, lechings of the gravestones. You would be surprised what an alpha Miss Magius can do to a young boy. So all I'm going to do is just roughly trace here the text, and we'll see if we can decipher it, and we'll see if that leads us any further to the mystery of your frenzied nobles. How does that sound? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm just a humble merchant. I don't have any of the answers. This is coming up very nicely. Yes, there we are. Text is coming through. The more you find of these, the more we can composite them into something that's more legible. Much more legible. They say the deeds of the ancient hero who went into battle alongside 10 of the noble Pokemon had all his deeds recorded in such tablets, in such legendary plates. I believe it will be quite the story when we put it all together. Well, I'll rather begrudgingly hand this back to you, I'll admit. No, don't worry. As a merchant, I have profound respect for other people's property, but it does somewhat bring back a dream I had as a boy. You know, whenever I met with something that was painful or heartbreaking, I would wonder why the world was so full of injustice, and why, if there was an almighty deity, that we had to suffer such things in the first place. I thought by garnering information on the myths and legends of Isui, I might be able to find some answers to that very question. But maybe that's best left up to those who can carry it out. Here you go. Yeah, let's set that down here. Well then, my friend, what's that? Oh, you've got some more material you want me to... Okay. Oh. Well, these look like... yes. Ancient verses. You've been collecting these as well, have you? I see. We're quite one and the same, you and I. We both like our curiosities, don't we? Do you know what any of this could possibly mean? I didn't think so, no. It just flies over your pretty little head, doesn't it? But you're the one who found them. After all, so why not look into it a little bit more? Yes, chronicles of a rather disembodied soul, as it would be, one condemned to walk through the ice and the snow forever, seeking what, I wonder? You see here, just in the third line, there's the absence of a cutting phrase. Usually there is a cutting phrase in this period of poetry. This is absent, meaning that it is quite ancient. Quite ancient. Although it does strictly adhere to the syllabic demands. The meter of this poetry is very ancient. And yet, its progression changes in accord with the changing styles over centuries, and yet it contains all the hallmarks of the same writer, all the same quirks of language, holding on to the older conceits while adopting the new ones. Here you can see the cutting phrase is put in with great proficiency. Looks quite intriguing. Taking out this back now. You're just a little ball of wonders, aren't you? Well, I dare say you'll be wanting to get on and quell your next noble. I won't stand in your way, after all. I'm just a humble merchant, as they keep reminding me. But I dare say our paths will cross again. Everything has its shadow, after all. Even the deity behind the great space-time distortion. It's a funny legend, that, of the one equal to Dialga and Palkia, on the reverse side of our world, who will revisit again when the temple lies in ruins, as columns, spears that pierce the heavens. But that's just for a future time. I'll let you get on. Thank you for your custom, as always. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone. Today's video is sponsored. No. Well, that's odd. Maybe you have some really strong eyelids. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna get it out for you. No, it's okay. It's gonna be really simple. Real simple. No problem. I have this little bag. This tiny bag. And it has like little emergency stuff in there for all types of problems. That's why I carry it around. All types of things. And I'm just gonna take a look. Okay, so this looks. Oh no, it's hairspray. We don't want that. We want to get it out. We don't want to keep it in. Okay, so what else do we got here? Okay, let's see. Oh, it's just a little tiny lip balm. Little tiny lip balm. That won't work. No, that won't work either. Okay. Oh, this looks promising. Okay, breath drops. No, that's not good either. That might hurt your eyes, especially if it has peppermint in it. Trust me, I know. I've tried. I thought maybe I could freshen up my eyes a bit. Use some peppermint spray or something. Well, either way it hurts. It's no good. Alright, so maybe we'll move on from the emergency bag, because there was nothing in there. Let's go, you know what? There's gotta be something around here. Okay. So I know this is usually for cleaning your ears, but it's clean, alright? And I'm gonna try it out, alright? Okay, hold still, okay? Hold still. I'm just gonna do. side. I think that maybe if I could scrape it out, then, it's okay. It's okay. I've done it before. Yeah. It's worked. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna scrape, 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 scrape. Scrape, 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 scrape. Scoop, 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 scoop. Scoop, 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 scoop. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Just trying to get, I'm gonna get as close as I can. And scrape. I'm just going to try and get as close as I can, as close as I can. And scrape. Just gonna get as close as I can, as close as I can. And tap. I'm just gonna try and get as close as I can, as close as I can. And tap, tap, tap. I feel like it's moving on its own. Like it has its own mind or something. Yeah, let's try and confuse it, okay? Let's try and confuse it. Okay, look over here. Okay, now look over here. Now I'm gonna use the other side. Okay, look over here. And look over here. Tap, 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 tap. Now look over here. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, this is not working. I need to try a different approach. Alright. See, this is silk, okay? It's real silk. It's really fancy. I actually got it for free with the hair conditioner I bought. Can you believe it? Which makes me think that maybe it's not silk, because why would they give it out for free? You know what I mean? But either way, I really like it. Don't you really like the color? Yeah, it's a really nice color. Okay, so I'm gonna use this to put your hair back. Okay, I'm just gonna put your hair back. Okay, I'm just gonna put your hold still, hold still, hold still. Put your hair back. Okay, gonna make sure that it's not in the way when I'm trying to do this next stuff. Okay, the next stuff is, big stuff. All right. There we go. All right, so now that your hair's back, we can move on to the next kind of stuff. Okay, let's see here. I do want to get a good look, though. Okay, look over here. Okay, now look over here. Look over here. Now look back here. Now look over here. What do you mean it's too bright? You can't see a thing. Okay, here, hold this back. And this, you watch this. Okay, listen, I'm trying to confuse it. Now look back here. And use different methods, okay? A different method. Okay. I know this might be intimidating, but